All right then, OpTic Gaming, what have you got for us? Nothing on Overpass. Fallen's expression says it all. Cool, calm, collected so far from the Brazilian side. Hot favorites for this one. They have their coach and everything riding on this next map. Can they make an impact? You have I'm a Pet behind them. Freiburg, the new leader. HS, the up-and-coming player. Mixwell on that secondary AWP. Everything should be going well, but you know what? Sometimes Counter-Strike can be like a revolver door, you know? It just, you're in, you're out, you're up, you're down.
Can he make sure he unequips that? Because I think Henry's going to get out of the casting booth and come on over
I
and
actually
do it
think
for
you'd
him.
hear like that sound of the headset being removed and him just walking over and just...
Chushka.
Yeah, Chushka, exactly.
Maybe a bit more than a Chushka.
If you see it in his inventory, Henry's just not going to cast. It's just going to be a Matt solo cast while he's just harboring his rage.
It's very difficult to go into this segment and give any justification for how OpTic can have any chance to win when they just got decimated in that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
They need a strong start. And I don't say that, listen, and I don't say that because they need a strong start.
How strong?
Because of the economy and blah, 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 blah. They need a strong start to pick themselves up, right, mentally, to actually start believing that they can be on the same server as SK, because at the moment that's definitely not the case. I don't even think the philosophy of, yeah, that was their map pick, now we're going to our map pick, we're going to get them, that doesn't really work either, because you just got smashed on Overpass, and if you play similar to that, doesn't matter which map you play. You might be playing Aztec, you're still going to get smashed again.
I think that's probably the biggest point that's going to be made here in this pre-match is the same OpTic can't show up. It has to be the OpTic that truly believes that they can compete in the server. I think that's a good way to summarize, Chad. What do you reckon? Closing thoughts on what needs to change over the course of what has been a 10-15 minute break?
They just need to early make SK respect them, get that default set, make sure Fur can't be pushing Banana being too aggressive, and if you can get on top of that, you can actually get some kills on the board. You can make a few executes happen and maybe get a couple rounds.
You've got competent individuals on OpTic. You know, make no mistake. They can shoot heads in the world of Counter-Strike.
Hope they can still exploit that B bomb site, which has been the weak link for SK on their CT side.
Okay, well, I think we're going to leave it there. That is just enough for OpTic fans to cross their fingers and see exactly what the boys are capable of. Will the green wall be toppled swiftly by SK? We're going to find out on Inferno. It's their map pick. Let's see if it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Well, hopefully it's not a bumpy ride. Hopefully they can get something rolling because, yeah, that first game was pretty underwhelming.
I completely agree with the analyst here. The problem is we've got SK Gaming side on the CT side. They're going to be coming out swinging. They're going to be going aggressive, pushing down Banana, trying to find the headshots, and no one from OpTic was really fragging at all there. They've got a lot of work to do here. We'll have a look at the pistol buy. 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs suggest we'll just be rushing Banana. Nades at the top, don't do anything. We'll line up the smokes towards Coffins. CT spawn, they've already been deployed. Fallen knows what's coming, and he'll be looking to challenge here. Flashbang goes in as he'll boost his teammate up. It's looking very good to shut this one down. Bolts is the one to try and find the headshots. Bomb will get dropped in the smoke, and that's a bit of a nightmare start, but Mixwell does recover it somewhat of a headshot towards Fur.
Smoke down though, he won't be able to push any further through. So bomb plant for Alu. Moves 2 to fight while he gets position. He's going to try and transfer over. Smoke's still in position at Ruins, so he's able to do so. He just is still looking from New Box. Interesting setup with Mixwell still inside of the site. No one towards Banana. That is confirmed by Taco, so they'll be looking. Orange is 1. Nowhere really to hide as he tries to get in by the fountain. Still Mixwell does get a kill. Surprised he doesn't get double peeked from Fallen, who was trying to pick out Magisks. And as he gets picked off inside of the corner, Alu, Magiska's able to pop back out. He's got this down to a 1-on-1 Taco with very low HP and easy cleanup.
3 kills for Magisk. Janko said they needed a good start. That certainly helps. It will be the first round going in favor of OpTic. They had a 4-on-3 situation. Managing to find some long-range Glock headshots meant they had low HP SK players encroaching on Major's position there. He manages to finish things off quite easy towards the end. Taco, 10 HP, 1 bullet did it. And it will be something to work with for SK Gaming as they get into the second round. They've got the force pipe, CZs, Deagles, and a couple of smokes, HE grenades. Got 1 rifle for OpTic here. These rounds are always so dangerous against the likes of SK, but off to a much better start here. 16-2 in the first map. I'm not too hopeful, but this is certainly a lot more promising in terms of the setup for SK. 3 at A, 2 at B, very standard stuff. They have 1 smoke remaining. And OpTic just want to make sure they get some basic map control, have trade potential. That is the aim of the game. If you're going to commit to a choke point, have someone there to counteract any CT waiting with a CZ on the other side.
Chess. Still working out toward the site. Quick pop flash. Magisk rather, is up close to cold. Attempt by cold as he gets somewhat impatient and wants information. Results in the kill to Magisk Boy, and now it's Mixwell that starts to probe up Banana. So it's good timing. HS goes down. That'll force the issue toward mid-wall, but it also means Taco gets Magisk trying to capitalize. He tried to swing out from the apartment to get the kill in response. Taco hit a great shot on the Deagle, and now bolts inside of the site's going to tear it apart. This gets very awkward. Thankfully, Alu and Mixwell, able to get Bolts and Taco before such time that Fallen is posted in an angle, so they've got the advantage back, but only just. You can't imagine what this would cost them. After last game only getting 2 rounds and then losing the subsequent eco, it would just demoralize them.
Well, they're looking strong right now. It's Fur coming from the quad position. They should be able to take him down quite easily here. Nice smoke to find Fur some room, it seems like, but Alu just about manages to pull it off. You can see him shaking the aim. There wasn't the crispest of kills, but it all counts, and it's going to be 2-0 for OpTic. That's what we needed to see. They've converted the second round against the force buy of SK, and they'll be on a full eco going to round number 3. This is much better, and we should be able to at least have a competitive game this time, Matt. So MAC-10s will stay out. Of course, 3 of those, 2 AKs, and just a couple of P250s for SK Gaming. They're in the hands of coldzera and Fur. Round number 3. Nades towards top and middle, just to push off any aggressive players there. Aiming to keep at least 4 players alive here for OpTic. Shouldn't give away anything, really. It's Fur holding the banana. And we've got some basic map control. Apartments normally the first objective of both T sides, and towards a banana. They've got both of those. Bomb still down in second middle, so they won't be heavily committing. But look at this 4-man stack from the SK side towards the arch. This could get a little interesting.
Especially if they go arch, and even if they don't, they'll still be quick to rotate toward the ace side on a wraparound play. Bomb still down at toward... Is it? I'm not sure if it's... Yeah, it's in the apartments at alt mid, excuse me. Alu. Ready to play. They're all coming around the corner. He's gotten 3. That's fine. That takes away the stack, takes away the round. And OpTic will, with 2 HP left on Taco, go up 3-0 as needed. But now SK, chance to buy the weapons. Interestingly, I was going to say I was waiting for it.
Okay.
They're going to go to the M4s. I thought Fallen might go for the AWP.
He could have afforded the glass cannon, right?
He could have, yep.
So he'll opt for the diffuse kit instead. He's looking at the bigger picture right now. AWP not required, but certainly beneficial on the CT side. Just to note, when Alu gets on CT, when he was in FaZe, he was known as one of the best CT AWPers on this map. So that's a valuable asset they've got going into the second half at least. But for now, bonus round, if you like. It's going to be 2 MAC-10s up against the M4s of SK Gaming. This is OpTic in a much better position. 3 rounds in, they already have more than what they had on Overpass, so that's some good news.
Well, Mixwell is certainly inquisitive toward the outsides of the boiler doorway as he gets flashed out to peek up, but with the smoke down, didn't really confirm nor deny if anyone was there. There is not. I can confirm that for you because I am God. I have the all-seeing eye. See what you're doing in your bedroom watching Twitch right now, and it's a little bit disturbing if I'm honest. It's cold, waits on the balcony, M4 in hand, has a crossfire set with Taco. Taco's got to make a decision though, he'd have to fall off the angle. If, well, get flashed off is one thing, I was going to say if they wrap around toward quad, instead he goes wide side, takes down Magisk. We only get the 1 kill on entry, Cold found the other 2, it drops the bomb, and certainly makes things interesting if they want to try and pull that back. So first gun round looks like it's all SKs. Alu on his own, quicks the reload in surprisingly before Fur gets the kill. I would have thought he went down. Going for the shoulder peek. And now he can try and spread things out as best he can with 30 seconds, but still again has to go toward that bomb. Fallen in the open. If you got that kill, maybe there was a chance, but Fallen holds it.
That was the bonus round. The objective of those, obviously, to win the round, but it's unlikely. Just trying to cause as much damage to the CT economy as we possibly can. That was certainly successful. 2 players survived for SK. It's coldzera on the balcony. Good work to even get 2 frags there. Taco strong, like he was on overpass towards our pit area. Managed to get the key frag on Freiburg towards Graveyard. And still SK, like I said, they're going to be weak. 4 M4s and bolts with the UMP. OpTic know they have a huge advantage here. Ali brings out the AWP for the first time. Very capable on Inferno. If they can win this, it's the harsh reset. SK will be double eco if they give this one away. And that sets OpTic up for an amazing start here on the T side of Inferno. That's what they need. It has to happen. Considering what we saw on Overpass, they need this round to be converted in their favor.
Alu. Cross shot top mid, AWP. Check the other side as well, smoked out. He's looking for the boost even. Might as well, nothing else to look at. Start to go, but they're a little bit slow of it. Still holding on to the bottom of Banana as well, so as not to be flanked and give themselves the options. Bomb waits inside his middle. As a result, they've spotted at least one player toward the arch. It is Bolts, and he's forced back. Jisk. They'll start the wraparound. They've lost Freiberg. Furin behind them quick enough, and Fallen taking out Mixwell certainly makes things interesting toward the side itself. Fallen's going to have to set and ready and get Fur in the angle instead, but he actually wants to go. Rather than Fur taking the shot from Coffins, he peeks out immediately and finds it on the M4. Alu has problems. Mixwell, however, has timing, and Alu has cleared a lane for him because Fallen's now sitting in the open. No response to the fact that Fur went down because it was Alu that got it, not Magisk, so communication not a factor. However, timing goes the other way as well as Taco just barely gets toward the Banana. It leaves Magisk in a 1 versus 2, and they know he's at the back of the site. That is a ungodly flash because he would have been holding on for dear life, hoping they weren't going to peek on the back of it. They didn't. And as he gets his vision restored, standing in the open as well, he finds Taco. It's down to Cold, who's the toughest man to go against, but an AK wins, and Magisk is looking sharp.
There we go. They've managed to do it. They've reset SK Gaming. Comes down to the 1 versus 2. Mage's Boy stepping up tremendously there. Moves in towards the Coffins area, knowing that the low HP player's towards Banana. This is when he wins the round. At that point, Cold Zero then up against it. One of the toughest players in the world to go up against in a 1 versus 1, and Mage's delivers. Nice headshot there to deny the defuse. Manages to get the AWP as well. And eco for SK Gaming. We have got a game on our hands. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be very good now. SK Gaming on the chase. And we'll see whether they can do anything. There's just a little partial buy with the upgraded pistols. And they will eco next round as well. So we should have 6-1 coming in for the OpTic boys here.
Decent find from Freiberg to take out Fallen on the, as you say, eco for SK. Don't fool Alu easily, do you, with shoulder peaks. HS, meanwhile, trying to get back out inside of middle. Taco will back off with the deagle in hand. And he'll be found as well by HS, who is encroaching, and Alu not ready for it. Just bolts. Just bolts. Put some lubrication and undo those because the round's about to be over.
Yeah, not really much he can do about this one. Good work by Alu and Freiberg to find the 5th round on the T side of Inferno. We always say SK, one of the hardest teams to close out a game against, so still a lot of work to be done here, but it's looking promising. This is the start they needed. Like I pointed out, it's important to get some momentum going. The economy in their favor, they're getting completely wrecked with the financial game on the first map, but this is looking tremendous now. Their money's swelling as they'll take this one with a clean sweep. Bolt's being very patient, just holding out Banana, hoping someone will make a mistake. They don't have to hunt him. They know he's got nothing. He hasn't forced. He hasn't got anything to save. Like, he's the only one that can benefit from them pushing him, really. They do not need to take him down. But if the UMP or the MAC-10 found the kill, that would be extra money, but I wouldn't say it's worth the risk. But we'll see what they decide to do.
HS takes out Bolts at the end anyway, so it's all for naught. 5-1 OpTic. Good response. Great response, but it's the integral rounds in getting there, right? Win the pistol, get 3. Win the first, lose the first gunner, but reset rather, get 2 because of the eco. Now SK is going to have a hard task of double eco and trying to get back into it. I'm starting to be curious as well. I mean, Chad talked about it in that segment, how painful it is to get reset mid-half by the CTs. I'm wondering if the money system needs a tweak finally, after all these years for the CT side.
Ooh, that's a long discussion.
If not the bonus system, then the weapons, perhaps? I mean, the AK is already one-shot potential over the M4, plus it's cheaper.
I think the loss bonus needs to be adjusted. That could help. If you get an extra, say, $300 per loss bonus, then it wouldn't be as harsh, right? At least you wouldn't get 1,400. You get maybe, it goes up. So the first stage is 1,900, and then it goes up from there up to maybe 4K instead of 3,400, right? So that would be an adjustment, I think, that would help out. Maybe that's just on the CD side, you get an extra $500.
Exactly, because it seems the CT sides are the ones that struggle the most. And it's almost like you're waiting for the game to start. Each time a gun round comes out, you're like, okay, here it is. And then, oh, just hold on. We'll get to it in another 2 rounds or so. Well, this time it's certainly about to start because double op setup for the first time on the SK side.
Yep, coldzera on that secondary orb. No defuse kit, just a no coldzera and Fallen without any sort of utility. So they're still not exactly stable up against Alu, who hasn't really missed many shots so far with the AWP. He'll be holding towards the underpass for now. Molotov at the corner. Not send Fallen packing. We'll go for a couple of wall banks here to see if he can get any damage inflicted. Not going to be the case. He is so strong, though, at the B-bomb, so he holds that tight corner just like this most of the time, but they're aware of it. Good flashbang takes down Fallen. Mixer just brings out his deagle to get that shot. The trade will come through, but Freiburg, he's feeling confident here. He'll spam some shots towards the coffins and actually do a ton of damage at the same time. Makes his way towards well, and he's applying so much pressure to the CT defense, but it's not going to be enough. Still a 2 versus 2. Alu trying to stay alive as he dances between CD spawn and the B bomb site. Nails the shot with the USP. coldzera, no kit, no utility. AWP in hand and 2 kills to find. Luckily for him, though, the bomb is down. He won't be sure as to where. It's just Alu now to slow things down. They have a minute to work with. Get the bomb. They know B is clear. That's all they have to do is get that bomb towards B. coldzera has no information as to what's going on. He's just hoping this awkward position he's in right now will work out for him. Maybe they come through spawn, and it looks like they're actually heading towards the A bomb site. Interesting, considering they've opened up B so convincingly.
Yep.
They're going to head towards the A side, where they have no information whatsoever. Now they're starting to make some noise. All it takes is Cold to hit one of these shots.
Cold's position's perfect. If Alu's not fast, it's op first op, and on the peak, Cold is much quicker because Alu never knew he was there. Oh my goodness. But just couldn't react in time. Neither could Cold, but they spawn each other, and that confirms to Cold not only did the first kill, but they're inside of the site, and he is posted. And he is ready. Smoke thrown. It hits him. Does Magisk hear it? Because that'll indicate that he's much closer than he is. It doesn't matter. Cold's got the op. And it is now 6-2.
How does he do it every single time? coldzera looked like it was a position that wasn't going to work out for him. They had B bomb site under control map. They killed 3 people there. It was under control. They had a player in the ruins, and they decided to split A. They went through CD spawn as well. What were they expecting there? They said CD spawn clear and B's clear. Shall we go towards A? Why? It doesn't make any sense.
I completely agree with you, but that doesn't take away from how incredible
No, of course.
that
He
shot
still
was,
hits
especially.
amazing shots, but that was just so unnecessary. Well, that's the entry back into the game SK were looking for. Money's still tight with 1 player surviving. OpTic still in a great situation. But it's always coldzera, especially on Inferno, that seems to find these rounds out of nowhere. Phenomenal. First shot on Library was great as well. He had so many angles to watch. The Arch, the A-bomb site, right-hand side, and the library itself, nails that one, and panic sets in. As we have Taco using the UMP towards apartments. He's got a great position here, does a ton of damage, finds the first shot. He's being very intelligent here, staying alive as long as possible, just pushing them back. Incendiary to buy some time for rotations. He's managed to dink up HS down to 26 as well. Inferno, someone's on the other side of that smoke. Who comes out on top? It's Mixwell, and we go back to a 4-on-4.
As soon as he committed to that spray and missed so many shots, yeah, it was always going to be Mixwell that wins that duel. Fallen will try and compensate for it, make up for the difference, and somehow Freiburg walks into the UMP spray. Goodbye, Freiburg. Goodbye, Alu. Bolts hits a shot as well. The round is completely flipped. And it's all down to HS. And this would be the first back-to-back round for SK, so forget that reset we talked about. And the money bonus issues, this is one way to combat it, as it's 26 HP. And HS will get into the side of the site for at least a bomb plant, which will benefit them at this point. They've already got a round at least left over. And they're going to get 1,900 here, but it'll give them essentially 2 buys.
He can still win this. There's double orbs coming for the rotate. They drop one of those. Taco will give that up. They'll go pick that back up now, but HS certainly had grounds to win it. All it took was 1 kill, then it's a 2 versus 1. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out in that manner. We will be seeing the 3rd round on the board there for SK Gaming. coldzera finds the lifeline. Great work with the UAPs there. It's always such a difficult round there to finally get points up there on the scoreboard, and then you're left with almost no money with 1 player surviving the previous round. A couple of UMPs come out and Fallen. How does he make this work? Forces them out with the incendiary. They both committed to smoke goes down. I think they dropped that smoke to extinguish it, and as pandemonium sets in, they didn't have to take that challenge. Nope. It was absolutely fine. They knew there was weaker weaponry on the other side of that smoke, but still committed, and Fallen will take both of them down. 6-3. And on pause comes through. SK starting to come to life now. We'll have a look at the final money here. Yeah, this will be the round that breaks OpTic. They are getting the bomb that consistently. They're still close rounds. There's the old bells. Shame they're gone.
There is still a small one, or bottom of the
banana.
banana. Yeah, that's right. I didn't even know that was there until I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. Someone shot it during Pro League. Right there on the right. You can just see it in the corner where you can quite.
Ding ding.
Winner. Mixwell. Trying to get the chicken dinner as he gets up toward Whaler. Flames on the stairs. He's confirmed that's clear and walks out into the hall with them down. He's now got the doorway to work with and thinks of throwing a smoke toward the arch side of middle, which would cut off Cold. He's playing aggressively with one of the 2 AWPs. Boost up on the opposing side toward Diggity. And Bolts is the all-seeing eye. The bird's eye view.
Good time to drop this in. Once per half, it can be very deadly, especially that AK up and a smoke down. They won't even check it. Freiburg probably doesn't have the information as to where that came from. Good HE as well. Tons of damage being inflicted. Taco, good positioning as ever towards the apartments. That's where the final player will come through. HS and Magis up against a 4-on-2 situation. This shot has to hit. Beautiful stuff from Magis, and now they've got a chance.
Bolts. Immediately looking to try and spray down HS. Reverse side of the Diggity boost. It was oftentimes awkward, but he's up and aware to it. But just good shot on Gold. He was smoked off, couldn't get the shot toward where HS was playing.
He's looking sharp today.
Oh, excuse me, where Bolts was playing, where he took down HS from, but you're right, he's looking very sharp. 100 HP, 3 kills already, needs the ace, and it is entirely possible. AWP for Fallen, 1 HP for Bolts, and he's going to play the pit, which means Fallen has to swing early and get the shot toward the broken wall. Doesn't need to face. Oh, baits it out. Now he has the information at least. Has the information on both of them, but who's going to peek first? It's Fallen. I almost wish Magisk played more passively.
Really good effort, though. He keeps making these rounds expensive, man. The bomb's going down consistently. All it's going to take is one of these rounds to be converted in favor of OpTic, and it's another eco coming through. 3 magnificent shots there with the AK-47. He is going to be deadly, this map. Bolts goes down to 1 HP, but both orbs will be recovered. It's another round for SK Gaming. 3 in a row, all of which have been bomb defusal. As the loss bonus accumulates, the money still is okay for OpTic with those bomb plants coming in. Orb there for Alu once again. I imagine we're doing quite well for Magis. Yeah, 15 kills, 5 deaths for him. That's pretty impressive. Definitely top of the scoreboard. No one on SK yet to hit double digits. And Fallen. Oh, it's called Zero, I beg your pardon. Challenges Alu towards the T-steps. Comes out on top, 5-on-4. And Fallen, not happy with that advantage. He wants a little bit more out of this one. Pushes all the way through. Flashbang comes in. And will pull the trigger. But still okay for now.
Falls off, double nade. Thankfully, they landed it. Enough time for Freiburg to jump away, although he cut himself with the wall. It wasn't the best of jumps, but still, it does not take him down for on 9, but the advantage to SK. Chess, meanwhile, bounces the Molotov. One heads his direction as well, and that'll force him off. He'll go back. Bomb is down, and his feet. So he'll grab that to see if they can open it up, because as soon as they open up 1 kill, they've got to go. Yeah, and he's caught. He's found. Taco peeks middle. Freiburg's left to his own devices, and unfortunately, not much to favor his side. I was going to say luck. Luck would actually be the only thing to help him in this situation, I think. A lot of bad plays on the SK side.
5 players will survive. As coldzera opens things up with the audacity to face the T-steps. It's a very difficult shot. It looked like Alu had him beat as well, but it was coldzera coming out on top there, looking very sharp at the AWP. He starts to rack up his total now, finds his 7th frag, and we're looking to tie things up as we go into round number 12. A first eco now for OpTic. They'll have a partial buy here in terms of their investment. They go down to about $1,500 per player, and with maximum loss bonus coming in next round, that's absolutely fine. P250s, CZs, a couple of flashbangs, and we're rushing B, boys. Get in there. Flashbangs deployed, trying to take down Fallen, who normally plays on the corner here, but good incendiaries. Slows them right down. They can't rush at this point, and they'll have to reposition and recalculate their attack. That's the plan here. That's all the utility gone. A ton of damage with the HEs at the start. So whatever chance they had to maybe find the opening kill on Fallen, pick up his orb, maybe get a bomb down, has been exhausted. I'll have to just try and walk into the site now. Fallen at coffins. And I think this will just be a contact play. Just try and bait our shot, then go all in.
Try and bait out a shot indeed. Furs
There it is.
certainly ready as the shot gets baited out from the AWP. He only gets 2 before going down, and with the AWP it now becomes interesting because they can overwhelm him as well, or can they? It is Fallen after all.
That's disgusting.
Now get a bomb plant by pushing him off of the site, but that's salvation at this point. And there's not going to be any further donations to the Salvation Army, I can't imagine. They have picked up an M4 for charity, but it's 1 HP for Alu and 25 for Mixwell on a retake that looks promising, and Fallen's just waiting and biding out his time. He will get dinked down, but onto the pistol, and unfortunately Alu out of ammo. It's done. 6-6. They've tied this back up.
They certainly have. Maximum loss bonus comes in with the bomb going down. That's $3,400 per player, an extra $800 injection on top of that with the $1,500 they already had. So money for days now. They'll have all the utility, the AKs, the AWPs. Fallen, he's so smart in those situations. That shot he hit in Ruins, and then just to hold the angle, wait for the rotations to come through, doesn't give anything away, doesn't want to risk giving that AWP up, and that's the discipline you need just to grind those rounds out. They know the money's been a bit of an issue for them, but now starting to get established. We've got 8K on Cold Zera, everyone else on about the 4K mark, so we're getting there. As we enter number 13, looking to win out the half. OpTic with a fabulous start after winning the pistol and getting the first reset. Starting to struggle a little bit now. As we have Fallen spamming the wall once again.
Wallen.
Yes.
Whoa.
It's coming.
That was so close. Maxwell's probably got a few rock chips in his eyes from that. Some debris. Shrapnel. Maxwell, meanwhile, with the AK-47. He's desperate to get around this corner. He's been waiting, but he's had smokes in front of him, shots fired through at him, and flames at his feet, so it's not likely. He's looking all that optimistic, and he just dies right away. Pretty much as predicted. That's a quick shot as he goes back out to hit Freiberg. Fallen nearly goes for more as HS had him dead to rights, you'd think, with the smoke down especially, but still it came close. 2 for 1. Decent trade for SK.
Thought he was going to get that third as well. Fallen swinging for the fences right now. It's going to be towards B. We'll try and finish up here. The bomb falls back there. 20 seconds. It's the right call. I'm not so sure. They have pretty much pulled up all the rotations from the A bomb side. Taco is even in CT spawn. He decides to fall back, knowing the time is running down. They haven't seen a final commitment, but that should be the round now. Lovely work from Taco. Great awareness there. Here's the footsteps coming through, and that's the round done. It's Mage's boy trying to see if there's anything available here as he runs out of time, wants to stay alive here. He's got Molotov, HE grenade, finds one more kill. Bolt had no idea that could be a possibility, but nice work. Fallen with the brave play at the sandbags of the AWP. Here it comes. Miss one shot and you're dead, but it's very rare for him to actually miss a single thing. Gets 2 for 1, like he said. Had a chance with the third. Incendiary was good to buy him some time, but couldn't quite connect. Funnels him up towards A, and Taco gets it done. Drops the bomb. Only 20 seconds remaining. It was over. 7-6, and SK Gaming take the lead here. That's a cool timeout for OpTic. Didn't get the bomb down there. They still have enough to buy with the extra cash they had from the previous round. AK armor, I don't think the AWP is a possibility. Ali's yet to buy. Yeah, he's only got 3,600, so there will be a couple of compromises here.
A few compromises for sure as Dead gets his input, but what a comeback, what a turnaround. 6 rounds on the bounce for SK after we talked about the reset issues and potential for them. Either way, it's all SK as of late. Time for OpTic to dig deep. 6 rounds is sufficient on a T side, but it's more the momentum that concerns me because after the first map, we certainly know there's been issues. Spray through from Taco, can't quite get Alu down. I think it was actually not even Alu that he was hitting, it was HS that was up in that position.
Alu was in the underpass, so he'd have got naded at the start.
Yeah, good call. There's HS that was in the hallway instead. Flash out, Mixwell finds Fur.
Look at Fallen's position. Right down there at the bottom of Banana. Dodges the flashbang, knows this is the time to face. Easy shot by his standards. Flashes in, he still wants a little bit more. He wants to guarantee the round, gets another one.
Yeah, that's huge.
And he's just completely destroying their approach towards B. They're even trying to flash him. He's just laughing at that fact. And they have 30 seconds now. Alu's on the other side of the map. Bombs down at B. Fallen is right back in CT spawn. HS so scared. Where's he gone? Will be potentially one kill here. Alu's only got the kill, although upgrade to the AK-47. Time really is ticking away now. What are the options? You go towards B, where Alu will have to try and challenge Fallen and his AWP. I don't think this is going to work out for the smoke comes in. Fallen can't quite hit the shot, though, so a chance to be boosted up.
He's going to go for it. They're going to go for it late. They've already crossed. They know it, but that denies bomb, and it's perfect. HS is there and falls as well. Same result, same kill. Bolts with both.
He's got no chance to even think about that boost coming in. You've got 8 seconds. What if he has to plan? Fallen just having so much fun with the AWP right now. Flashbangs are perfect. Even blinds himself and takes another kill with him. Final round here. Bomb didn't go down. Freiburg has to go to a pistol here. HS with no helmets. Got the AK though. Same story for Alu. He's got a flashbang. It was such a great start. What were they? 6-1 up? Indeed they were. They've been completely wrecked in the latter stages here. 7 rounds in a row for the SK side. We're head towards apartments. Much chance of a set piece here. We'll just have to go for a contact play. The wall bangs coming through though. Taco low. They're trying to take him down. Significant damage dealt. 3 flashbangs and some AK-47s to try and close this one out against the double AWP setup. We'll see what they can make of it.
Flash out the door at Boiler, but it's Freiburg instead that's going to make contact with Fur.
We'll have a look. That's the final play. Presumably comes in towards middle. We have some presence here from OpTic. They've pushed the CTs back towards Library and the Arch itself. So we'll see if there's enough here for OpTic to take down Fallen. I don't think there is. Now they've got no utility. How do they even push him back? Like that, apparently. Nice headshot from Mixwell.
Bolts goes back out. Shakes down Mixwell. Alu is up close to the trade immediate. Shot from Cold. Alu, meanwhile, getting closer and closer to their position. Now they know where he is. Cold able to shoulder bait him. Out goes back and straight through the Vespa. You can be fuel efficient all you like, but you're walking to work tomorrow, Alu. As Freiburg gets a shot back, takes Cold. Finally, it's still Fur and Taco to find. He knows Taco's inside of the pit. Fur's still a ways away, so if he gets Taco down fast enough, he's got a chance to spray in. Oh, the damage done through the wall. But Fur fast on his heels.
Decent effort there. Much better half from OpTic, but it all fell apart towards the end. They were up 6-1 as soon as SK got stable. They looked very dominant indeed. That double AWP setup didn't really miss a single shot there. Can OpTic close this one out? I'm not so sure. We'll find out after the break.
IEM Oakland's playoffs begin, but they aren't exactly going well for OpTic. Got absolutely obliterated in the first map. This one they started well, but coldzera turned things around, and what a great performance from him on the secondary op.
Yeah, he had some really important clutches there that actually got them into the game. He closed it out in round number 15. He is looking sharp.
Interesting thing, he only has 10 kills in this game, but the last round we just saw, and then the 2K when they rotated in the 1 versus 2, both of them huge.
Well, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. The second half of the second map. It's last chance for OpTic here. Need to convert this to a victory. They'll go aggressive as they push towards second middle. That's a nice shot. As Taka gets the headshot, takes Mages down to 1 HP, but it's not enough. He'll be dropped, and we might make a final commitment towards the B site here. Knowing 3 players are towards second middle, it's down to third to open things up, but only got that Glock. Smoke towards CT spawn. Here comes the final play. Can the CTs hold them off?
Maxwell waiting. USP, good find. Just to get fallen as well. The head peering up and down beyond the wall. Wildlings are still outgunned only by 1 HP, and the fact that Magisk is still alive. Cold and Fallen have changed that fate, but it's fallen down to 3 HP, and he now faces both HS and Magisk, who's still alive, which counts. He can bait for his teammate if he needs to.
Just wants to get the bomb down here. Unlikely he wins it with 3 HP, but Mages low. You never know at this point. He'll get the bomb down at the A site, and all the fun and games will begin. What has he got left? He's got a decoy to work with. Could bait that out as a flashbang. He has to be very smart. I'd like to see him get underneath the quad here and see if he can find something. Oh, God, it's tense. He gets the first kill. We're on. Misses out on it narrowly.
He's going to fall back. Chance to get headshots on both, but he may have missed that chance. And Magisk is enough to distract. The 1 HP is sufficient. He gets 3 kills in the round, and it's HS to get them there. Well, the defuse, I guess, combined, but the final kill to get them their second pistol round of the game.
Indeed, the second of the game. They had that fantastic start in the first half. Off the back of the pistol, the first gun round went against them, then reset SK, and then they had their 6-1 start. Here's Magisk boy. He's looked very good today with that silenced USP. Fallen gets the bomb down, though. They do like to experiment at the force buys in the second round. I don't think that'll be happening right now. They'll get some P250s here and get the AKs out in the third round. You can see OpTic preparing for that with 4 rifles here. 3 rifles here, I'm afraid, actually. It's going to be 2 M4s and a FAMAS, a couple of UMPs. So at least they've got some firepower for the next round. It's not an abundance of MP9s like I've seen a few times this tournament. coldzera are waiting for any sort of aggression from Banana. I doubt anyone will go that far in this sort of round. They're not 100% sure whether it's a full EK yet. A lot of teams do like to force buy in this second round. But this should be the clean sweep, and then things get a little spicier in round number 3.
Spicy is certainly one word for it. Magisk. The angle above the wall. M4 in hand at range. Fair enough. Fallen is already tagged up, but Bolt isn't as he tries to battle off with the P250. Magisk is certainly getting a little more cautious as they approach, and they all are approaching. They'll get the rotation back as well from Alu to get closer to Magisk. If he goes down, gives up the site, gives up the M4 with 5 players burrowed in. It could be a problem. Alu's lined up. No idea that he'd made his presence known. Made his presence known indeed. 4 kills for him. Magisk does rob him of the ace, but that's fine. It's no disgrace. It's 9-8. OpTic looking like they're going to tie this game comfortably, or are they? Because the early buy. Now, the early buy does mean, obviously, they have vulnerability, if you will, in terms of the economy if they don't succeed in this round.
AK-47s across the board. Head armor's there as well. They have 2 smokes, 3 flashbangs here. And OpTic, they can convert this one. They'll tie things up and they'll force SK to an eco. They'll have a great chance to actually win the game here. We have got a lot of skill available for OpTic, don't get me wrong. We know they got battered in the first map. They're capable of winning this one out. Mages boy with the HE conversion there. Takes a little bit of help from Freiburg, who softens them up with the UMP. Drop the incendiaries at the start to lock in bolts at that point. So that's a great opening kill. Freiburg takes a bit of damage, but they can now fall back. Objective complete. 5 on 4s in the bag. Didn't manage to upgrade the UMP, but that's absolutely fine. They still have an abundance of smokes and flashbangs and even incendiaries here. 1 minute 10 remains as we'll head towards A for the SK side.
Go back backs off as Alu gets aggressive, so in tandem. It's down early is certainly encouraging for the OpTic guys. 2 M4s. Alu as well is still waiting off toward top middle, but Flash will transfer his position. Flash to deny the peek so he can get safely toward the front of library. He wants to be closer to the site for the wraparound. Doesn't need to re-peek. He's already confirmed. Okay, fair enough. He's already confirmed they're going toward the arch with a flash out. He'll take the fight. Surprisingly gets one, but goes down. That opens up the arch for rotation, and as a result, they'll bring back both players from B to cut them off inside of CT spawn, which is smart because it's actually going to work. I have a feeling. Cold wrapping the long way. Found, ooh, or not from Freiburg.
How has he hit that shot? It's great position from Freiburg. Nice intention, but didn't really work out at all. It's Mage's boy, who's been a thorn in the SK side.
No man's land.
Good lord, that was another magnificent shot from coldzera. 5 seconds remaining. The bomb will be planted, but still a 2-on-2 situation is very realistic at this point. That shot confirms it for Mixwell. coldzera up against it now. HS and Mixwell to try and take him down. A very difficult clutch on both sides of the server here. coldzera opens things up. He's trying to find the second kill now. 3 in total. HS down to 28 points of health. One more shot will do it for coldzera. Just completely confident there, but HS somehow outpositions him, outplays him, and gets the final shot. Very well done by HS. 2 kills with him. It looked like coldzera had that one tied up, but it wasn't enough. And OpTic there.
Well, this is the vulnerability.
Oh,
as SK, they're back down to pistols, so a chance for OpTic
Not
to take
necessarily.
the lead.
They got the bomb down there and they found 4 kills. They know the money's low for the CT side as well. They could actually force into this if they want to. So they've got 4K on 2 players. And we'll take the partial battle. So we go to the Eagles, armor, CZs and HE grenades. If they really wanted to try and get stuck in, they could have brought out 2 AKs there, but they'll go for the bigger picture player. Still 9-9. SK capable of winning these sort of rounds, but HS, it's another lifeline there for OpTic. 3-0 comes in once again. Remember, that's both pistols converted to 3-0s now. And we're tied up.
Freiburg still in banana, as always, Taco. Deagle. Ooh, HS better shot. With the AK-47 as Fallen gets closer, he too has a deagle, but can't find an angle, and Magisk is able to re-peek out from the cubby after Alu made the initial exchange. HS is on fire. Mixwell wants a little bit of that as well. 10 for OpTic, 9 for SK. They will buy, as you mentioned, partial buy last time, so they've got the money to do so. Pause call from Fallen. Naturally expect this will be a tactical.
It will be a tactical. Fallen to work out what's the best play. He can bring out the AWP. Good work from HS once again. Finds all the shots required. Mixwell to finish things off as we go to round number 20. We've got a proper competitive game now. 16-2 in the first map. OpTic didn't show up at all, but this is looking good. They have the lead for now. The first to hit double digits. A lot of pressure here. Need to try and close this one out. Mage's boys certainly putting up a good fight. Falling with no helmet, just to note, means he is in danger of getting the one tap from the M4A4. Smokes towards T steps. Double Molotov to hold them at bay as well to stop the T's pushing in. coldzera is looking above the smoke right now. A nice intelligent boost to see if anyone will explore that barrel position. They won't for now. No real damage inflicted, but a lot of utility expended by the CT side. coldzera will use that boost to edge out as we set up in B.
First trying to find cheeky angle. Clear the top of the stairs of Boiler. As you can see, the bullets do penetrate. So flash in from Bolts. They'll have bomb down toward the bottom of the banana position. No one's really found much to work with as OpTic play very, very passive in this round, so it's tough to make a call. 50 seconds, they're going to have to start to get more aggressive. In fact, they've not really bled out all of the utility yet. There is one smoke, one incendiary still left for Mixwell, and that is exactly where they want to go, toward top of... Oh, I take it back, he threw that toward the apartment. I thought it was going to be top middle. ...27 seconds. I think A looks the logical decision at this point in time.
I would agree with you. Now head towards A, 20 seconds remaining, and they've got one smoke, one flashbang, and it's up to Fallen to hit the first shot. Alu, known to be very good on Inferno, takes him down, and the final play towards the A side will come through. The plan going to be denied by HS for now, doing everything he can, hitting every single shot, gets the 3K, and coldzera now 4 versus 1.
HS, what a performance. They know where he is inside of the site as well. Freiberg gets the lineup. HS even gets the assist on that, so 3+1 for him in the round, and it's 11 for OpTic on their map choice, so certainly looking more convincing than they did on Overpass. New team, perhaps map depth is still an issue for them, but this shows that at least they are prepared on Inferno if they're going to pick it.
That's very good from the young Estonian player there. Fantastic work in the pip. No one could hit him. AK-47 doing a ton of work there. Bomb gets planted, 4th stage loss bonus now for SK. 11-9, OpTic. They can steal this map away. Remember, they won both pistols, had that great start, controlling the economy. Everything's going in their favor. All it takes is a round from coldzera to start sabotaging their good efforts so far. Orb this time, of course, still in the hands of Alu. Shots towards the arch, and I did note to before, but he is known to be one of the best aggressive players on CT side of Inferno. Could be very deadly at times. A little bit more passive at this point. Smokes towards middle. Could go and look towards Boiler with that smoke down. Just up the top of the stairs there, but we'll just be holding the line for now.
So Alu waiting with the op. Smokes down, flashes out. And Fur's already wrapping in. He's going to get very aggressive on the position toward A, but he's alone. This is all for sale. He's got to make more than this, though. He's baiting out a lot of utility, but he's not caused the second man rotation off of B. If he can hold the other ones up at A, though, that might still be enough if they can get trades, and they're going to get at least one. Majisk still from Orange's 2, though, finds a double that nearly makes things interesting and awkward, as Fur at least gets HS. It'll benefit them, but it leaves a 2 versus 2 in the site at B until such time that Fur is also able to rotate. Good position from Bolts. No, he won't. Walk directly into it.
Yeah, he got there the second before Mixwell spotted towards the ruins, and he didn't think there'd be time for anyone to get that close. Very well played by Bolts, and it's Alu now in the 3 versus 1. That's actually going to be the first round that SK have picked up here in the second half. It will be 11-10. Plenty of money available. Alu will be found by Fur, who went, as you noted, aggressive towards the quad, baited out everything, took a lot of aggro away on that side of the map. He manages to take one down as his teammates funneled themselves towards the B bomb site. May just had a chance to get more than one there. He seems to be hitting almost every single shot with the AK-47 at this point. Got one, unfortunately traded it out.
Look at the money on either side.
Yeah.
Big round.
24 kills from Aegis tonight.
He traditionally is good on this map.
Yeah.
Very, very good. HS seemingly is good on the CT side as well.
Isn't Freiberg the king of this map?
Well, one section of it. I'm king of Banana as well, but not in Counter-Strike.
It's Fallen that goes down first. This duel on this map especially has been very interesting. The bomb goes down as Fallen will be dropped. Bolts is on low HP as well. Remember, that's the first round SK have picked up. They could be reset here. It is very important for the overall outcome of this map. As we get to the final few rounds now, flashbangs out of the apartments. Fallen will have to sit back and watch his teammates finally commit towards A. It's Mixwell from the quad side, takes down Fur. Alu spots one in the pip, nails the shot.
Absolutely nails the shot cold. He takes down Majisk. And Bolts will rotate. Have to be swift about it because OpTic with the man up, and they want to get inside of Banana. Cold's going to lead the way, but Bomb needs to get there soon. More so because Cold is in battle already. Little does he know, he's already facing off against Alu. Forced off by the Molotov. Nade goes back in, confirms he's at the Ruins position, but they want to throw the bomb across because Bolts is so low, and he has the AWP for Banana in the post plant. First and foremost, needs to cover Cold on planting it. But in doing so, he's going to give a little bit more time for the rotation of Banana, and specifically of Mixwell. Good read, and he's gone back for it. Better shot, because he needs to keep this position. Cold, we know he's phenomenal, but he doesn't have a lot of room to wiggle. Flash goes in, Cold dodges it sufficiently. And Bolts has the angle behind him, so all he has to watch is CT. He'll go back out smartly, in fact, catches off Alu. They time it, Cold gets both.
What a play that is from SK. Good lord. 4-on-2 situation, and Bolts and coldzera deliver the goods. So smart throughout. Every decision was perfect. The fact they give the AWP to Bolts there, they throw the bomb across. coldzera dominates the B side with his utility usage. The smoke and CD spawn, the flashbang to hold them off, the Molotov in ruins to stop them denying the plan. Bolts hits the killer Banana. That's the shot that really counted. Then they can focus on CT spawn. Great crossfire setup. And OpTic are sent back to an eco. coldzera can't do anything about that, though. This should be the clean sweep, but things start to get a little bit clumsy as the pistols do damage here. Rushing middle has made it an equal situation. We've recovered an AK-47. That's in the hands of Alu right now. This round is not done. We might be able to find something here for OpTic. They'll fall back as well. coldzera, his eyes lit up at that point. He saw 5 players of USPs rushing middle, but he got double dinked at the very get-go. And now Alu, he'll fall back and he'll hold towards the B area. If he can get 1 kill, maybe done 2-on-2, maybe that's enough. I would say he needs 2 kills at that AK-47 just to give it a chance.
So Taco waits under the underpass for the position. They'll start to accumulate themselves toward the Banana. Alu with the forward stance on the wall, catches bolts off looking in the corner and gets just around the corner in time. The top corner rather than the bottom, as Taco will chase. Taco will chase all the way to Oranges 2, know exactly where he had to have gone, and a great read and a great entrance as Taco, again, will play better today. Subtext Fallen, 2 versus 2, both rotating in from Banana. Bring Fallen into the main plot. Protagonist, because on the op he misses the first shot, but it needs to be aware that they're inside of the site, so close angle instead brings Taco back into it, though, because he's rotated around. That draws HS's attention, and he's definitely been spotted. Taco should, I would expect, swing out behind him. I guess they're going to play more disciplined. I would have thought he chases him down without it, just having the realization that he was indeed seen. He's baited the defuse. It's down to an op. He has no kit, however, so this is already done.
Yeah, Fallen knows it.
I think Fallen may go down either way, though. Oh, or, yep, all right.
He does go down, but he makes sure HS doesn't save a single thing there. Money is still actually quite desperate for SK. They'll be able to get the AKs out, but this will be a final buy as OpTic, their eco, equals in 5 kills there. So that's successful in its own right. 12-11, but SK still struggling here. This still could be anyone's map. SK take the lead for now as they win 3 rounds in a row. The full eco rush middle ends in a 1 versus 1 where Fallen dies at the same time. Pause will come in as they work out how to distribute their welfare. It's a difficult round for SK. Do they bring out the AWP? I don't think that's an option. We'll have the AK's armor and a bit of utility. Warp comes out for Ali once again. We'll check on the scoreboard. Major still 25 frags, 13 deaths. He's at the top of OpTic, and Freiburg unfortunately at the bottom, 7 for 17. Top of SK's coldzera, 18 kills. Same of Fallen as well. At the bottom is Fur with 13. Let's try and challenge middle. The AWP's probably not likely.
Cold. Boosted. Interesting approach. Not really a common boost we see. Only really covers off one angle behind the barrels, and that's... I think we've only seen elevated once this game. Someone standing there was Fur, actually, in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. So Taco gets up toward the apartments. Bomb is in the apartments with Fur. And Money is desperate still for either side. As they go, it's Taco and Fallen who open it up. Fallen, excuse me, will follow on that because he gets HS peeking. If HS doubled, they might have problems because Bomb now goes down.
That's so good. They do that one flashbang to just push the player back in the pit. Even if it's for a second, he can still dodge the flashbang, but you saw Taco jumping out, strafe jumping straight towards that quad area, and that's what Aloe is with the AWP. Nothing he can do about that. He's hoping his teammate HS can defend the apartments, but it's such a fast commitment there. Very well executed from SK, and they're hunting for absolutely everyone here. They want blood as 3 players head towards Banana. Freiburg and Magis cower in the corner. Freiburg has been having a very quiet game so far. Nothing he can do about that. And Magis now will be holding in the ruins. He has been hitting a lot of shots here. He could probably get 1 or 2 as he holds tight, and he'll be discovered, and Bolts will take him down. We'll come into the very closing sectors now of the game now. Map 4 in a row for SK. Remember, OpTic won both pistols, converted both those to 3-0s, and they have to take another eco at 13-11. This is the plan I'm talking about, the strafe jump out of this point. Oh, his Taco had already done that. It's Fallen there with nice shots. that was still quite pleasant to watch.
Oh, it was. It was an important trade to get HS back as well. Because if HS stays alive in that position, we know how incredible he's been in the pit. And it would have left the bomb in a rather awkward situation trying to get planted without the coverage. So importantly, they win that duel with HS, the round, and the economic battle as well, because now they have a chance to capitalize on just pistols, make this a 14-11 game. Remember, they are up 1 map to none, as indicated just underneath of the flags. A good start to take down bolts.
That's the kind of trade potential we want to see, but it's going to be nice work from Mixwell to be on the boiler room steps as well. They actually take the advantage here. No rifles picked up. As I say that, Mixwell will find the AK-47. It's Furtho on the A-bomb side, being a nuisance as ever. Behind enemy lines, and he'll take down the aforementioned AK. It's HS, he's been great so far. CZ in hand, trying to get at least 1 kill here. He might deliver, fortunately not. And it's going to be Freiberg in the back, and he gets 1. He's down to 7 HP. He won't be winning this round, I'm afraid, as he gets smoked out. He won't be able to pick up a rifle, and it's another one on the board for SK. The money still is relatively modest. Go all in, and he's dead. Freiberg trying to see if anything is available to him. He's sneaking in towards the library. If he finds Fallen, picks up the AWP, that's actually something. So he might actually be able to do that. Gets the shot off. Won't be able to win this unless somehow there's a massive blunder coming through. No kit available. He's just hoping to bait him out. Kill for Fur in the end. Recovers the AWP. Comes down to a 1 versus 1 again though, Matt, on these ecos. So at least...
Yeah, that's expensive. I just finished saying that this is a chance for them to capitalize and build the bank. They're still within range of being broken. Like, this is not done. If OpTic win this round, they can pull this back easily in the fact that SK would have 1,400, so 1,400 on 30. So they'd have 1 more force buy if they wanted to, if they really wanted to get aggressive against OpTic. So it's not all good news, but it's not a bad scenario in the fact that they limit them by reinvestment in this round. Swaps on either side. Cold again is going to be the one boosted in Banana. This time a little bit more forward to the corner so we can see the top of the wall as well, unlike last time where Fur was a little further back and didn't quite have the angle.
It's Bolts who will get control of Banana at the very start. Fur patrols toward the boiler. Alu spots him, but he doesn't quite hit the shot there, so they know Alu won't be a B. Allows Bolts to smoke off the top corner there. Just check every single angle out. Pre-fire the key choke points at the CT spawn area and at the bomb site steps. No one there for now. Fur, knowing the AWP won't be towards boiler anymore. Be falling back to a more defensive line at the arch. We still have 3 smokes and Molotovs available. 2 of those have been expended now. Suggests this will be a final commitment. Taco will drop the final one towards the balcony area. Molotovs in to the pit, and we're going towards quad from what I can see. Flashbangs go out. Maybe it's all a ruse though. We could go for a banana split here. The old classic is Alu has to start hitting shots now. Gets the first, can't nail the second. Wow. That's such a great shot from coldzera.
That's a ridiculously good shot from coldzera. Crouching, repeat, and Cold nails it as if he was expecting it. 2 toward top Banana, 1 inside of CT. Banana split. Don't forget the whipped cream. Magisk. He forgot the whipped cream.
He did.
I might get a cherry on top if they get Freiberg too, because that opens the site. Freiberg's done well.
Is it well enough though?
Well, it is his Banana after all. But it is a 2 versus 2 with bomb down for SK. coldzera still going to watch towards CT. That isn't exactly the correct position to be in, but he is not going to be shown when they walk in from Banana either, so he's at least not susceptible. Taco certainly is. Nice shot, HS. He's been impressing me this half, I have to say. Magisk might lead the way overall. Mixwell gets cold as well. That's perfect, because now they have the chance we spoke of in terms of money.
Bomb got planted though, so it won't be a forced buy here. They'll be able to bring out the AKs once again. But OpTic keep their heads above water. Freiberg finally having a decent round there. 2 kills in total for him as he fends them off. And the banana split, coldzera seem to be hitting absolutely every shot. What was that on Alu? Seemingly Alu had 2 of them lined up and managed to shut them down. 14-12. Only weak on either side. You can see the Famas coming out for Freiberg. Still in the hands of Alu, of course, but Bolt's down to a CZ. This round could decide the game. SK win it, it's over. OpTic do it, we might have a very strong chance of overtime.
It's been the form of the tournament so far.
Yeah, a lot of them.
IEM OT. Start of a wrap. rap song. IEM Come on, finish it for me.
I can't.
All
It's
right,
too good already. I wouldn't want to ruin it.
We'll get Jordan on it. He'll nail it. He'll knock it out of the park. Fallen. To the mid wall. That'll cover off consciously the fact that they can walk out from the boiler because it's double Molotoved all the way back behind the balcony as well, the atrium. So no one had the angle toward the door. Bolts now covers off behind Fallen. He's the one limited in weaponry, remember. Taco again will enter from the apartments. No, he will not. HS pushes up to catch him off this time. He's read it well. Good find back from Bolts on the CZ. Now it's all about, now they don't know that the pit's open. It's all about clearing the innards of the site because it's a good stack and boost from Mix inside. Alu can't hit the shot. Down he goes naturally. It's going to be map point for SK, surely. Two players left.
Yeah, they've got to. The money's down to 0. I don't think they go for this Mages. That's so brave. He needed that rifle for the next round, and that won't happen. It's going to be map and indeed series point here for SK Gaming, looking for a place in the semi-finals. Freiburg just has to save. Nice play from SK that is bullying the fact that they can get right up towards the quad and the arch, and it's pinned it together. You can see they were set up for it. They had the crossfires there, but making noise at quad, showing attention at the arch side as well. Nothing they could really do there. OpTic couldn't hit the shots. HS gets 1, but that trade coming in from Bolt to the CZ75 manages to shut it down, and Freiburg won't be able to save his weapon. That's a real problem now. That's a complete reset at series point. 15-12, 2K per player. Alu had to start hitting some of these shots. That was just over the shoulder, wasn't it? Whistled past his head. He hits that, maybe it's a different round. Revolver's out, map. When all else fails, bring it out.
Bring out the revolver. The revolving door of Counter-Strike, the R8. It was in this very studio in which they debuted the R8.
That's right.
Pro League Season 2.
What a day it was.
When Volvo acquired Audi from Volkswagen, and the R8 was almighty.
What a week that was at CS. Good lord. It must be, I think it was 2 weeks.
Yeah. I remember all the
Should we
memes.
test this before we release it?
I spent $650 and broke the entire world.
Yeah. It was
so $850, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was $850. It's now $650, I believe. So it's cheaper than Deagle, but it's still like, I just don't understand why it's being used. But there we go. Yet to see a kill with it.
To see a kill with it indeed. Snacks had one, Neo had a few. Alu's gonna get one right now. Ready? Pre-bolted Alu, what are you thinking?
Here it goes.
He literally peeks and then tries to shoot it. You've got to try and shoot it and then peek to get the timing correct.
I think they should just remove the time it takes to shoot. Just make it more expensive and fire slower than a Deagle. It does a little bit more damage to your body. That's a compromise. So you can't buy in pistols, but it's still pretty good. You run a bit slower with it because it's so heavy.
Why not just give them dualies? Dually R8s.
Sort of thing. It's got a Cockham still as well.
Yeah, but they're offset, so you can just run out and boom, 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 right? Don't do that. That's a bad idea, Valve. coldzera and Bolts together going to try and push out and end this now. Go directly, I shouldn't say directly, but through to the semifinal. Travel tomorrow. Arrive tomorrow evening in Oakland. It's not far away, just up the coast, and then be ready for the Oracle Arena on the weekend. Fur around the corner, immediately spots Freiburg. It's downed already. Alu still rotating with the R8, but unfortunately Majiska with the boost is not gone as well.
Yeah, they've got full control of CD Spawn. I'm afraid this one is over, ladies and gentlemen. It will be coldzera having a bit of fun in CD Spawn to finish it off, and 16-12 will be the final scoreline there. After having the 6-1 start, they got what they needed there, OpTic. They went both pistols as well, but got completely dominated in the gun rounds. And it was coldzera looking phenomenal throughout. Taco, great series from him. HS, just to give him a shout out as well. Great AK-47 work. Matthew, any final thoughts?
No, but I'm sure the boys on the GoDaddy analyst desk do, so it'll be sent to Alex immediately.
The GoDaddy post-match breakdown.
Thanks so much, Matt. Yes, the Go Daily post-match breakdown here at the Xfinity Analyst Desk. Got myself, YMK, and Sponge, the ex-players, who are not going to be particularly helpful here, because I was going to ask, do we get a third in the pre-match? We didn't, of course, get that, but what I was going to ask you there was, you know, how much better would it OpTic look on Inferno? And I truly don't know what answer I'm going to get from you, Chad.
Early on, obviously, getting the pistol, establishing the default, and then being able to, you know, have some executes and make it competitive. That was fantastic, and Magic's Boy having a couple of clutches definitely helped, and it looked, you know, like they were going to have a really strong half. There's two pivot points throughout that game that are going to, you know, they're going to look back on as a team, and it's going to haunt them forever. We're looking at round number 8, where coldzera won that 2v1 scenario with the AWP. That basically sprung the guys from SK back to life in that first half and gave them the lead. You know, 6 rounds isn't terrible. I don't think, you know, anybody's going to be looking at that and going, hey, you know, we had a bad first half. That's not too bad. Flipping over, grabbing the pistol round. Oh, look at this, bit of argy-bargy. You love it. Is that a word do you guys use? Anyway,
we do use that in the UK.
Yeah. Anyway, once you get to that point, you swap it over, you get the pistol, you're in the driver's seat, you know, and then you have another calamity in round number 22. They lose a 2-on-4 scenario where Magic pushes unnecessarily at that B bomb site, and things fall apart. Bolt and coldzera play that fantastically well, and they're able to, you know, just grind out the rounds from there.
That 2v4 has really done me in. That's where I was done.
Checked
because
out.
It's just one of those situations, absolutely no reason, like 0% chance that you're actually gaining anything with that, and you can lose so much because you are the sole player towards that B bomb site. It's like, look at this, well, great, you pushed to do
There's a minute
what?
left.
Even if it's miscommunication, like no matter what your teammates say, no reason for you to do that, right? Because what happens, coldzera has a full set of nades, smokes off CT, throws the flash, uses the Molotov for ruins as well, so I think it's Alu, can't really stop them from taking over the bomb site, and then it's a 2v3 afterplan situation with coldzera alive on 100 HP and Bolts with an AWP, and you know, for Mixwell it's difficult in Banana, going for that retake later on. Does he wait a bit more for his teammates? You know, these two players can be anywhere because they lost control of the site, and all of that happened because Magic's pushed up Banana.
They're retaking blind, right? And coldzera was involved in both of these rounds. That, you know, there was questionable decision-making, definitely by the OpTic side, but this guy plays these scenarios better than anybody in the world. The fact he goes for that peek on Alu and he makes it, and then finishes up with the second one, that crossfire, it definitely wasn't built to last, but just the timing and the intuition to make that play is huge.
They did get a couple of second chances, though, after what you've kind of concluded as to be the nail in the coffin was the 2v4. They nearly won that eco. We've got a replay of it where things got a little dicey for SK. We did see OpTic just trying to find a way in. Of course, no armor present, just a couple of CZs, and they got close. HS was given credit by Henry G, and that was more primarily for his work on the T side with the AK.
I mean, this was a very scrappy round in general. The fact that Fur is already in, you know, almost CT spawn, basically secures the round. It ended up being a 2v1, but it wasn't really that close. SK had positional advantage throughout the round.
I mean, we see Fallen on your screens, and he was probably having a whale of a time throughout this series, knowing his team now are locked in for the Oracle Arena. He's standing by with Trez, and we'll be getting to hear from him eventually. But for now, we get to see just how close this was. Positionals, though, certainly favoring him.
7 HPs.
Molotov on Fur.
Yeah. See you later, Max.
See you later, Alligator. We talked about it before. Fallen is standing by. I mean, go ahead and check in with him now.
You give us a thriller yesterday against Astralis, and going into today, you find yourself just beating up on OpTic a little bit. Talk to me about the vibe coming into today.
Hello, everyone. Today was a much better day for us. Yesterday, we had some close matches, mainly against Astralis. It didn't go our way in the end. We almost won the match, and we lost it because of 1 second, and they really played super well. And then the second match, Cloud9 just destroyed us. They're a good team, and they got us off guard. But today, the atmosphere was we need to go and play on this stage. We need to qualify for the playoffs, and everything went much more smoothly.
Yeah, much more smoothly. I mean, you guys are looking good today. Moving on to the semifinals now, set up potentially for a rematch of last year's Oakland. Talk to me a little bit about how that feels.
It feels great. We're going to play NIP again in Oakland. Last time they were victorious. They beat us on the last map on Cobblestone. I still remember the match. We were winning 13-11 and they came back on us. But this time we're going to write a different history. And just a little bit off topic, today Taco was a much more stronger player. He drank some Mountain Dew. He was using the HyperX HyperX keyboard. He was reading his Tucano mouse bungie, and you know, mantenha o respeito. Taquinho is back, and he played a great game today.
And he's looking good too. That's more importantly, right?
Yeah, Taquinho is looking good. I mean, sometimes people are very harsh on the internet. He had a bad day yesterday, some timing, some bad decisions, and I had a very bad game as well. Some mistakes they normally don't do, and people they come too fast to talk shit for you, you know? They come too fast to punish you, and it's not like that. We are all professionals. Everyone is good, and the people who thinks we are supposed to win every single game in the world every time, you guys don't know anything about sports. So thanks everyone who was cheering correctly for us.
In other words, get wrecked, and that's what happens when you end up talking trash online. So with that being said, thank you, Fallen. You guys are set up for the semifinals now. We're going to be giving it back to the Xfinity analyst desk.
Just when I thought I couldn't love Fallen anymore.
My type of guy.
This is the highlight of the series for me, at least. Fallen saying shit on stream. I didn't think that was possible.
I thought he was an angel. He needed his family show.
Needed his bad Fallen Sunnies for that little moment right there.
Just at that moment, just touch the camera. You guys don't know anything about sport. Right, that was good. That was awesome. And you know what else is for you guys at the SK fan camp? You can look at the brackets because you get to see how that's shaped up. Not only was it 2-0 today and their quarterfinal match, but they are going to be playing the Ninjas rematch. Fallen says they're going to be writing a different story this time.
Yeah, and I definitely think they are the stronger team at the moment, even though we've seen NIP come out guns blazing throughout the group stage, topping their group and getting that auto berth, I suppose, to the arena days. SK is the #1 team in the world, so I'm going to be looking at these guys to take down NIP and really, you know, take away that throne, take away that trophy.
Yeah, that's a lot to be looking forward to, and that's, of course, coming up when we do get to the Oracle Arena. We need to find out how the other one's going to be going down, and you need to find out what the casters are saying. You've got 2 new faces for you. They're going to be guiding you through your second semi-final. We've got Cloud9 Gambit going to be going in, quarterfinal. It's going to be Moses and Harry.
Yes, thank you, Alex. It is going to be Cloud9 and Gambit taking on each other. The North American team, the last one in the tournament as Liquid got eliminated yesterday. So Cloud9, I can see Rush over here turning with a smile on his face. Happy to be waving the flag.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I blame him, right? And, you know, one of these teams is going to get the chance now to go play versus FaZe, of course, in the Oracle Arena.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see who actually does it. I think either one of them are going to be a very, very good team, very good matchup there for us to sink our teeth into coming on up.
Which Gambit? We saw a different Gambit in day 1 versus day 2. So which one are we showing up today?
I'm hoping we see day 2 Gambit. Obviously, I think the storyline as well between them and FaZe is really quite decent. So if we do see them reach the semifinals, there's a lot to speak about there.
Yeah.
But I'm a big Cloud9 fan, so I mean, I'm happy either way.
Well, Harry's a Cloud9 fan. We'll see just how it turns out. Cloud9 taking on Gambit very, very shortly.
My God, Harry, could you sit on that fence anymore? It looks so uncomfortable to be sitting on that fence like that. My God. He's managed it. He's managed to go ahead and say every team should win. And
Jason
I like that.
And Harry happy as Larry.
They are happy as Larry. You guys will be happy to know that that quarterfinal is not far away. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick break here for IEM 2017 Oakland. And when we return, we'll find out who's going to be joining FaZe in that semi-final.